Well, I don't ever want to be married again. I'm not getting married again. I'm not doing it. I'm not saying I'm gonna be here when you ready. Just know I'm a good catch. I done been there, done that. Like, I know exactly what I want. I know the qualities I want you to have. So it's just you try to figure out if I'm the one that you want. Y'all, it has been a minute. I got some tea for y'all, so let's chat. Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome to a brand new video. My name is Lana for those that are new, and if you are returning, welcome back you guys. It has been a little minute since I kind of sat down and even just talked about like what's really going on in my life, and it has been a lot of updates, changes, and just like everything, child, honestly, going on. So I am kind of like woosang now from it all. I want to sit down, chat with y'all, give y'all a little update. So that's what we about to do, and we ain't about to rush it because I know y'all seen the title, y'all probably got questions, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna try to anticipate y'all questions before y'all ask the questions, but feel free at any time to leave me any type of comments or questions that you have in the comments below, you guys. So grab your popcorn, grab you something to eat. Me, y'all know I've been like obsessed with the Seagrams. This is like the wild berry flavor, so pour me a glass and let's go, y'all. Cheers. Ooh, that's really good. Okay. Alright, y'all, let's get comfy. Okay, I don't even really know, low-key, like, know where to start. It's been so many things, but let's go ahead, and I guess we'll just go ahead and get the most important thing out the way, y'all. I got married. Yes, I did. I know none of y'all probably seen that coming, but me and Chris decided to get married, and so we are officially married now as a wife. So that's probably like the biggest thing. And y'all, like, y'all already know with my breakup and everything, like, I kind of like, I still put him on YouTube as we would do dates and different stuff, but honestly, like, it's certain parts and certain things that I just wanted to keep to myself, just because, like, I learned the first time around, like, you don't have to share everything. Like, people will be cool with it. So as long as I'm updating you guys and letting y'all know, right? So yeah, we got married in April. We didn't even do like a ceremony. My dad actually married us, and so we just did exchanging of the vows and things like that. And we're gonna have a bigger party or a reception in June. That's where we're gonna invite all the family, all the friends and everything. And y'all, London was pissed at me. I didn't think she was gonna be like that mad since we were gonna have a party, but y'all, she was so mad. She was like, you got married without me? Oh, da, 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 da. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna have a party to just celebrate with all our family and stuff. But like I said, I already did the whole wedding thing, spending all of this money, and I mean, that's cool and all, but like this time around, like, I don't need all of that. Just like, give me my man and let's get married, and that's all I needed. So I was glad to know that he was on the same page as far as just wanting not to have a big ceremony or anything like that. So we were just like, cool, let's do this, we'll have a party, everybody should be happy, right? So yeah, y'all, got married. And then also we had been talking for about 2.5 years, and I just felt like it's so crazy, right? Because the mindset that I was in, like, after my divorce, and, you know, dealing with, I had, you know, 2 twin babies, and just like my process and everything, I was just like, you know what, I don't ever want to be married again. I'm just gonna be out here having fun, like, you know, YOLO, living my best life, all of that stuff. Like, I was like, I'm not getting married again. I'm not doing it. And I met Chris, and he changed all of that real quick. I remember, I'll tell y'all this quick story real quick. Like, so we was talking for a while, maybe like a month or 2 or whatever, and I was kind of like spinning him. Like, we would have conversations or whatever, but I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm real busy, da 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 da, because I wasn't trying to, like, you know, get attached or, you know, all of that stuff. So I remember one conversation, he was like, listen, I've been throwing all my game, everything I got at you, and you still ain't like biting. So if you know what I'm saying, like if you want to, do your thing or whatever, I'm not saying I'm going to be here when you ready. Just know I'm a good catch. And y'all, honestly, I was like, like I've never heard that. I've never heard a guy say that. So I was just like, oh, and he was like, we was going out having fun, so I did enjoy his company. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm not looking for nothing. Like I'm not. So after that, I was just like, let me see what this man about. Like, let me see. And I gave him a chance, and we've been rocking ever since. So like, y'all know I already done this before, so I know the mistakes that I made, the things that I'm not looking for, the things that I am looking for, all of that stuff. So for me, I was kind of like, I know that if I did get married again, it would not take me a long time to find out if that person was the right person, because I done been there, done that. Like, I know exactly what I want. I know the qualities I want you to have. So it's just you try to figure out if I'm the one that you want. And y'all, he figured out that real quick. So hey, 2 years later, here we are, we're married. That has been a really big change, just trying to like, because we didn't live together or anything before while we were dating. So just like getting accustomed to living with the man again, and like, okay, now I gotta learn all his habits, all his like quirks and stuff, and he has to learn mine, and we have to try to mesh our schedules together and all of that stuff. So it has been a little process, and it's a little bit extra like added. I don't want to use the word stress, but that's the only word I can think of right now. But just like I guess a challenge, just a little bit of a challenge coming into it with kids, because we're not able to take that time to where it's just us and figure it out. It's like we kind of just all came together and just like hit the ground or running, like this is what we got to do because we got kids, okay, and we got kids and we can't do all that. So that brings me to the next point, which is we bought a house, you guys. We are homeowners. So we have been looking for a house since I think February. So it started out where it was like I felt like I was ready to get a house, and he kind of was on the same page. Like he was ready to stop renting apartments, and I was ready to get out of my parents' house. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to start figuring out what I need to do, whether it's if I'm in a good spot credit wise, all of that stuff, what I gotta do. So I took this first time home buyers class, had a consultation with one of the counselors, and she was like, you know what, your credit is excellent, like you are actually, like if you wanted to start looking today or tomorrow, you could start looking. I was like, for real? Like I don't know why, I just thought that it was just like so much more into it that I needed or whatever. So I was like, okay, bet. So I told Chris that information. He was like, cool, me too. We kind of on the same page. And so we was just like, well, if we're both looking for a house, like, why don't we just look for a house together? Because we know we want to be together. We know we want to get married. So wouldn't it be smart just to look for a house? So it was like, yeah, let's do that. So in February, we started looking for houses. And honestly, y'all, I thought the process was going to be so much longer than it was. Mind you, it was a seller's market, so it was houses going like this. I was on Zillow like 24/7 looking at houses, scheduling showings, all of that stuff. So we met our realtor. We would go out like on the weekends and see maybe like 4 or 5 houses. During the week when I didn't have the boys, we would try to hit like 1 or 2 houses, just trying to make like the most of our time, because the houses got bought up quick. So if you didn't go see it within like the first day or two, it was gone. We moved in April 17th. We got our keys, signed the papers and everything like that. So we've been here for about a month now, which is good. And y'all, I love the house. Y'all will see, because I got a home buyer series about our whole process with looking for houses, buying houses, decorating, all of that stuff. Like that will be coming up, so you guys will see that. I feel like, what else I have to drop on y'all? Okay, so let's talk about blending families, right? Okay, so y'all know I got 3 kids. Chris has 1. He has a daughter. She's 5. And so we would always hang out like on the weekends. That would be kind of our like family time. So he would bring her over when he had her, and we would just kind of all, so the girls got along pretty good. It is like a 4-year age gap. But London, she like little kids for whatever reason are drawn to her and they just love her. So they were, they were good. And then the boys, they just fit in wherever they fit in. They don't care. So Chris has like a week on, week off schedule with his daughter. So one week he'll have her, the next week he won't have her. So I'm just like, okay. So this is a little adjustment. Me going from 3 kids to 4 kids, which is like, okay, one more. I mean, you're already doing it. So I was just a little bit nervous. So this is, I think we've had her twice since we've moved in here. And I mean, it's been going good. The girls, they do argue. Like some days more than others, they argue a lot. And I have to like separate them on different corners. But that's kids in general. Like kids are going to argue. They're going to fight. They're going to want the same things, all of that stuff. But all in all, I feel like our blending process has been so seamless. Like it hasn't been like any like, I don't like her. I don't want to. Why do we have to? Like everybody loves Chris. Like the babies love him. London loves him. All of that stuff. So just the fact that we can like mesh and flow and it just kind of flows so seamlessly, that was the thing that I was just like, oh my god, that's just confirmation to me. Like, okay girl, yes, this is definitely like God did that. Okay, so the blending process is good. I am a stepmom. I don't like to use the word stepmom, and I'm still trying to figure out like what to have her call me. And that's a good question for you guys. Okay, so me and my mom was having this discussion and she was like, okay, well, what is Bella gonna call you? You're her stepmom now. So she didn't think that it was appropriate for her to call me Lana. I personally don't have a problem with it, and I feel like that's just kind of like a generational thing. Like our parents, they're used to the titles and the all of this stuff. And I feel like a lot of our generation or people that I know that have step parents, they just call them by their first name. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what your situation is. If you're a stepmom, stepdad, if you allow the kids to call you by your name, or if you have like a special name that they call you. Let me know in the comments below, because like I said, this is new territory. I haven't done this before, so I am just learning. But my heart is open with so much love, and I'm gonna love her just like all of my other kids, and we're just gonna blend and we just gonna be rocking, y'all. So I'm so excited. Y'all will see her more in the vlogs coming up, since she will be with us for the whole week. So I definitely want to do a video with Chris, just like kind of getting his take on maybe like our like relationship update or something like that. Cause he went from 1 kid to 4 kids, so that was a real crazy adjustment. So maybe I'll do a video just kind of asking him some questions. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. That's like all of my big updates, announcements for right now, you guys. But those were like the main things that was happening in my life that I wanted to share with you guys. But y'all, honestly, I just am so happy. I'm so grateful, thankful. Like I just pray and thank God every day. Like it's crazy, because literally 2 years ago, right? 2-3 years ago, 2019, 2020, I was in such a dark place. Just dark place, pregnant, single mom. And even though I had thoughts of like, okay, yeah, I want to be by myself. I don't want to do this love thing no more. I don't want to try it, like none of that, right? But still, I would pray like, God, I know you have a greater purpose for my life. I know that you can restore things. You can make things new. And even though I feel this way in this time, I'm praising you and I'm thanking you for my blessing in the future. I'm praising you and thank you for my breakthrough. All of that stuff, I would pray. And that's when I really like started to get closer to God, praying and just like reading my Bible and just finding out all the promises, right, that he has for us. So I feel like once I did that, once I got out of my negative modes, like woe is me and this is my life, and I'm like, you know what, no, this is my life right now, you know what I'm saying? But there's always something to learn from every situation, every circumstance that you're in, right? So whether it's you know, being a single mom or losing your job or being homeless, whatever it is, Like, there's always somebody else going through that same journey, and you never know. Sharing your story could help somebody. So that's what I feel like. I got on YouTube and I shared my story. I feel like I, was able to help and inspire a lot of other single moms out there. So that was where I was in that process. And I just remember, like, I would journal. Y'all, ooh, I wish I had my journal. And I remember in 2020, I remember I was like over the whole, like, yeah, I don't want no man, I just want to be single, right. So I was like, okay, God, I just felt something, like, I just feel like him tell me, like, write out what you want in your husband. And so I'm like, all right, I heard of other people, writing their husband, their future husband or whatever. So I'm like, you know what, I give it a try, right? So I think I wrote like 10 things, and I just had it in my journal. I put it up, and I didn't think twice about it. So literally a year later, and as I'm getting to know him and everything, and somehow I like stumble upon that journal, and I was just flipping through, because I like to see, like, okay, what was I going through at this time and that time. So I found that journal entry, y'all, and I was just like, oh my God. Like, I had forgot that I wrote it, and y'all, like, literally all 10 of the characteristics and the attributes was Chris. And it's so funny because I text him and I'm like, oh my God, like, I sent him a picture of the journal entry, and I'm like, bro, look at this. Like, tell me you don't have every single one of these. Like, tell me. I was just like, okay, God. I was like, thank you. Thank you, God. Because some of the stuff that I was like, well, I don't know if I could find a man like that, like, okay, I'll share one of them. One of them was, I wanted a family man, a man that is going to accept my 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? I come with not 1 or 2, but 3 kids. So I know that would disqualify a lot of guys. Some guys don't want to do with any kids, maybe 1, but 3, they're like, oh, heck, So the fact that he came in and he just automatically clicked with my kids, and he was just like, I love those kids like they're my own at an early age. I was just like, wow. Like, it was no, like, okay, let me get adjusted. Like, let's just go out with the kids. He was like, yeah, let's take the kids. And I'm like, no, I need a break from the kids. Let's not take the kids. So just like things like that, like, I just saw that it was an answered prayer from just like so long ago. And just because you forget about stuff, or you don't constantly pray about stuff, like, you pray and you give it to God, and he will answer those things. So speaking of that, y'all, I wanted to show y'all my vision board, because the vision board is similar to last year's, but it's updated a little bit. So y'all, if y'all remember, I went to a hotel and I did my whole like vision board and all of that stuff. Let me tell you how good God is, okay? First of all, I have my little picture of us. I know y'all can't see, but it's a picture of our whole family, right? Everybody. Chris, Bella, the boys, London, me. And that just would signify like the family that I wanted. So that was on there, y'all. Okay, check that off. Y'all, my ring that I wanted to get married, okay? And like I said, I did this in January. It's April. So yes, we got married, y'all. We got a house on there, and we got some keys, some new keys to the house. Yes, did that. Got our house. So we're still working on some, but just like, yo, the fact that the Bible says, write your vision and make it plain. And even though I didn't write it out, I put it in picture form. And that's why I say, like, that's why I am a big proponent of just making your vision, and just not only so you can see like what you want and actively like try to go for it, but so that you can really like look back and you like, wow, at the beginning of the year I wanted this, and I accomplished all of those things. I got all of those things. I was blessed with these things. Like, that is just so crazy to me, so crazy. So I am just thankful. One of the words on my vision board is grateful, and that's exactly how I feel right now. I'm just grateful for everything. It honestly seemed like everything flowed since I met him, right? Everything flowed so easy, and it was like, I remember having a conversation with some of my friends, like, I don't know, like, is it too soon to like how do you know, or like, what's too soon, what's not too soon? And a lot of them was like, girl, it all depends on how you feel. Like, don't worry about what anybody else thinks is too soon, or y'all need to wait, or y'all need to do this or do that. If y'all both feel in your heart that is right, then go ahead, because it's just gonna be y'all two in this life. So I'm like, you know what, I was kind of wrestling with, maybe we should wait, just kind of wanting it to make sure that it's the right thing for me, it's the right thing for my kids, for our family. And it's like, y'all, all flags, everything led to yes. So I was like, it was just such an easy process. The home buying process was such an easy process. Getting married, blending our families, like everything just flowed so seamless. So I'm like, yes, I know that's God. I know it's God. So yeah, y'all, that is my update. I am super excited to finally be able to share this with you guys. If you have any questions, any questions for either Chris or myself, leave them in the comments below. We'll go ahead and do a part 2, and I'll go ahead and make a video with him as well, just answering some of those questions. But yeah, y'all, I'm excited to get this video out and up to you guys, because now I can go ahead and start my home search and my journey. So those videos will be coming up next and all of that stuff. So yeah, y'all, now that y'all are caught up, stay tuned for more videos as my life continues to blossom and unfold. I'm super excited for what God has in store for me and my family, and hopefully you will continue to rock with us on this journey. So guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.